Vedanta gives reference of three kinds of Sariras or bodies to a living being. An authentic presentation of these bodies are given by Sri Shankaracharya in one of his great Vedantic treatise, the Viveka Chudamani. Viveka Chudamani is a 1200 years old book. What has been told in the Viveka Chudamani about these three bodies of a person is a presentation from the text of the famous Maitri Upanishad. Maitri Upanishad is a part of the Krishna Yajurveda. Yajurveda has two renderings. One is Krishna Yajurveda and the other the Shukla Yajurveda. Maitri Upanishad is a part of the Krishna Yajurveda. In the study of Vedanta, an understanding of these three bodies is a basic requisite. According to Vedanta, we are supposed to be carrying these three bodies with us since our birth. I shall try to explain in brief what are these bodies. In Sanskrit, body or a physique in general is called Sharira. The three bodies referred in the Viveka Chudamani by Sri Shankaracharya are the Sthula-Sharira, the Sukshma-Sharira and the Karana Sharira. Sthula-Sharira is the gross body. Sthula means gross, the physical. This is the body that we all are familiar with. It is the physical aspect of a person that breathes, eats and moves about. And this is what undergoes changes like childhood, youthfulness, old age and death. It is basically made of what is known as the Pancha Bhutas, the five elements. The five elements of Akasha or ether, Vayu or air, Agni or fire, Apa or water and Prithvi or earth. Our body is a combination of these five elements. But by mistake, we identify ourselves with this physical body and say that this is myself, which in reality is not. It is a misidentification, an identification resulting from our preoccupation with the world outside and also our experience with them. Our physical experiences can be basically grouped under two categories. One, those are of pleasureful nature, and two, that are painful. Surprisingly, both this pleasure and pain have a common origin. They both are generated through our contact with the external world or objects. That's how pleasure and pain originate. The second kind of body that the Maitri Upanishad speaks of is the Sukshma Sharira or the subtle body. Sukshma means subtle. This body has no physical elements. It can be best understood in terms of our dream. Dreams occur in an altogether different conscious level. Dreams have neither any physical existence nor they can be seen by our naked eyes. When observed, we realize that the content of dreams are subtle without any gross elements. That is to say, a dream takes place at a level presented by subtle elements. The subtle elements lack any material evidence or any material property. Yet, the subtle forces of our dreams are able to influence our personality, influence the state of our waking consciousness. In the study of Vedanta, such elements without a gross form is called the Tanmatras. Tanmatras lack any physical or tangible evidence. The pitiable thing is that our gross body or our physique is conditioned in such a manner that we are incapable of tracing the subtle forces of these Tanmatras which create our dream world. But the very surprising thing is we experience the dream. How? Because the subtle body can relate with the dream because it is of the same nature, subtle. Here, one's being is not only a participant in it, but also is a witness to that dream experience. mind as also the mental functions, including emotions and thoughts, are said to be functions of this subtle body. Some practitioners of yoga call this Sukshma Sharira as the astral body. According to them, this body is composed of subtle breaths or prana. That is, it is the vital forces that gives the subtle body its functional ability. The next is the Karana Sharira. It is the causal body, the most subtle aspect in a person. Karana means of the cause or causal. And so, it has no functions other than being a seed of the subtle and gross bodies. It's like a seed. In fact, this is the most complex of the three bodies. This Karana Sharira is supposed to contain all the impressions of our past thoughts, habits, and experiences, all of which put together is known as samskaras or impressions in Sanskrit. Samskaras, in fact, result from our past experience. Vedantins also call it as the karmic body because the principles of karma is behind one's existence and it's what nurtures it. The karmic body is built of impressions of various karmas and it has very subtle effects. Our karmas are influenced by our past conduct and therefore all our actions have effects both in our lives and our immediate world outside. That is to say that the causal body said to contain the possibilities of how a person's particular life experiences will manifest. This is how the Upanishad and the Vedanta explain our three bodies in this human frame.